Okay, it's recording.
Okay.
Don't walk. That was so creepy. Is it recording? Oh.
Yep. Beauty and the Beast. She hates everyone. And
This was
be our
guest.
Be our guest. Hey everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Ladies Like Leia. I am Emma.
And I'm Jordan, and today we are doing a Beauty and the Beast review for you. We put out a poll on Twitter for you guys to pick which movie review we should do next, and it was Power Rangers, The Balco Experiment, and Beauty and the Beast, and obviously Beauty and the Beast won. Ahead, there are spoilers, so if you haven't seen Beauty and the Beast, original, or the 2017 version, stop watching and go see it. But if you've never seen Beauty and the Beast, Beauty and the Beast is about a young woman named Belle who is a prisoner by the Beast who lives in the castle. The castle is under an enchantment, and basically the Beast is cursed, and if he doesn't find love before the last rose petal falls, he becomes the Beast forever. But then Belle falls in love with him and breaks his curse and breaks the enchantment of the spell.
And happily ever after.
Happily ever after. What were your impression going into this movie?
Okay, so I didn't want to see this movie, to be honest. I was kind of hoping that it wasn't gonna win, but you know, I was gonna feel left out if I hadn't seen it, so I was like, whatever, I'll go see it. I haven't seen the animated film in forever. I have to say I was very impressed.
I was not looking forward to this movie at all either, but I love Emma Watson as an actress. I'm a really big Harry Potter fan, and I thought she's a fantastic Hermione Granger, duh. But I don't know, the original is one of my favorite Disney animated movies. Belle is my favorite princess. And going into it, I was like, I wasn't really looking forward to it, and I think that's what made it a lot better, because I know we both ended up loving it. Mm-hmm. It was really funny. Josh Gad made it really funny.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
Yeah. He's really good in musicals. Yeah. Book of Mormon.
If you haven't, he plays Olaf in Frozen, if you didn't know that. And my favorite part is the Be Our Guest part.
Be Our Guest, oh yeah, whole scene.
The whole scene was so magical.
It was so fun. It was really fun.
It was really interesting how they did it.
Yeah.
We were watching this scene of them filming it, and it's Emma Watson just sitting there with all the lights and stuff. Because
very awkward. Yeah. Very awkward.
Because obviously Lumiere and Miss Potts and Chip, all the animated characters, are not there because they're animated. So Emma Watson's just sitting there listening to the song, and yeah, it was awkward.
Yeah.
It must be awkward to work.
Her filming it.
Yeah.
The actual scene was really
The actual scene was beautiful. Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
That was my favorite scene.
Get up and dance, and we listened to Be Our Guest 3 times today already.
I've listened to it.
It's so good.
Too.
So if you don't know, Ewan McGregor plays Lumiere. He was young Obi-Wan in the Star Wars prequels. Also Moulin Rouge.
I have such a crush on Ewan McGregor, okay? He was my favorite character out of the entire movie.
Me too.
He was so funny. And it's hard to believe that he actually has a Scottish accent, because his French accent was so good. And he was so funny. Good. That was another thing too, the CGI, especially for characters like Lumiere and Cogsworth, it was really good with the expressions that they had to do.
So detailed.
Yeah, it was especially Lumiere's character was very, I think that was my favorite CGI.
Yeah.
And the Beast too, his facial expressions were very easy to read.
The fur as well, the CGI, you can tell that things are CGI'd, but when they're CGI'd really, really good, I think that's really impressive.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, the Beast looked really great. Lumiere's face, I don't know. There's just when they zoomed up on his face, when they had close-ups of it, especially in Be Our Guest, it was just so. You're right. It was so intricate, his facial expressions.
They did a really good job of matching his voice with the CGI, and I think that's what definitely made it work too.
Disney talked about. There's a bunch of articles, and it was all over social media about how LeFou is Disney's in the 2017 version. Is Disney's first openly gay character. And when I read that, I was like, oh, cool. Like, I didn't think anything of it, but you know, people went ballistic about it. They're like, oh, Disney's first gay character. Like, first off, who
like
cares?
canceling screenings.
Like, it's 2017.
Right.
They made it seem like such a big deal.
Right.
Like, I was honestly expecting them. I was expecting Josh Gad's LeFou to like kiss another man.
I was expecting him to be like a full-blown lead character.
Yeah. There was only like a small moment in the movie, and it was at the end. It was at the end. LeFou danced with another man.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that happened.
Right.
Honestly, it was probably like 5-10 seconds out of the entire movie.
Right. And that's only if you pick up, like, you know.
Yeah.
In terms of cast, I think that Disney did do a really good job of being diverse too. I know a lot of the characters were CGI, but they do feature the characters that all are the household objects as humans, and they had a lot of people in color.
Yeah.
Or people of color.
That's another thing that the director said was that he goes, yes, there's a gay moment in the film. He goes, that's not all that it's about. He goes, like you were just saying, that there's a lot of diversity in it. There's a lot of interracial couples in it. At least, no, I mean there's two, but there's not that many big characters in the film either. But
that's a step forward for sure.
Oh yeah, it's a huge step forward. But a lot of people made it to be a negative thing. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of people made it to be a negative thing. It's not a negative thing.
Yeah, definitely not.
I don't know. How did you feel about the rest of the casting?
The rest of the casting? I think it was pretty good. I really didn't have an issue with any of it that I can think of. It seemed like everyone had a lot of fun with their roles too, especially characters like Lumiere and Ewan McGregor. The chemistry between Lumiere and Cogsworth was really cool. They did that really well. The setting and the scenery for this film was really pretty, and I liked that we watched a little bit of the B-roll footage, and a lot of it wasn't actually CGI, which I liked a lot. Belle's bedroom in the castle was all, for the most part, practical. One thing that bothers me with all these Disney remakes is Jungle Book they couldn't really help because those are all animals, but I was hoping for this one that it wasn't all gonna be CGI, and I was surprised. I enjoyed it.
Then the ballroom.
Yes.
You watched the B-roll of the ballroom? The ballroom's huge.
And real.
Humongous. Beautiful.
The color palettes were really pretty too, like the overall coloring. It was just
the costuming.
Ooh yeah, costuming
really
was awesome.
Pretty. The thing that we talked about that we were disappointed with was her yellow gown.
That whole scene actually kind of just like I was expecting to be bigger because for me it's like the most memorable scene out of the animated film, and I feel it was just like her dress looked very fake, cheap.
It had
cheap.
The red that they had real totally botch how to say this.
Swarovskis.
You know what I'm saying, you know, right?
The crystals?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those were real.
Swarovski.
Yes.
I don't know.
They had.
I don't know.
You know what we're talking about. We'll put the word here.
Yeah.
They had. Those were real crystals, though.
Okay.
So
nice.
you know how in the
that,
scene where they put like it was on the bottom of the dress. They were taking crystals. Those were real. It said I read something. It took like 4 months to make that dress or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to say it looked cheap, but it didn't look as elegant as I thought it was going to.
It looked very stiff too.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I don't know.
She worked it. She worked it.
I mean, it looked pretty, but I don't know. I think it could have been better. I'm not a costume designer though, so
that was probably a ton of work that I know nothing about.
Oh, yeah, especially putting real crystals on the
Good
dress.
job.
I think my favorite dress of hers was the very ending one.
Oh, yeah.
It was a white dress.
I don't know. I don't think it was a wedding.
I don't think it was a wedding. I think it was just like a celebration.
Yeah.
But you never know. She was wearing a white dress and there was like coral flowers on it. That scene though, there is something that we do not like about the scene. I'm gonna cringe again. Belle is dancing with the beast, or the prince, sorry, he's prince now. And she goes, what did she say?
How do you feel about growing a beard?
How do you feel about growing a beard? And
so he laughs.
He laughs and he
growls. It is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's so disturbing. Me and Emma were sitting next to each other, were like, what?
We were like, oh my god, such a good movie. And then
that scene.
Oh, we audibly
It was definitely a cringe-worthy moment.
Oh my god, it ruined the rest of the movie for me too. There was like 2 minutes left and I was like checked out. I was like, I don't
know why they added that.
I need to leave.
I have no idea why they thought that was a good idea to add because that was awful. I
think we were the only ones who laughed too.
Yeah, like the line, like of her saying that, I was like, oh, like haha, funny. Then if you just would have laughed, it would have been fine. But no, they had to add in the beast growl, and I was like,
it sounded so out of place.
Heck?
So then there's another part that made me cringe as well. Not as bad as the growling line, but there was another part where they're singing. It was during Something There, that song. And she's outside, she's up on the staircase, and she makes a snowball and she throws it at him. He packs a snowball and it's huge, okay? It's not even a snowball, this is like part of a snowman, okay?
Basically, a snowman's head. It's as big as like a snowman's head.
He made it and he threw it at her and like hit her like straight in the face and knocked her right over. And like it sucks because this song
it's just so weird.
So sweet.
This song was so sweet.
And they're talking about like falling in love, and then he goes and knocks her out with a snowball, and I was just like, really? Like, was that necessary? It was my favorite song too, so I was like, oh my god, I love this song, and then he knocks her out, and I was just like, ugh, no, ugh.
Oh, I remember we were crying at that part, crying laughing.
I was still laughing like 5 minutes later. Oh my god.
I don't know.
That was like the first like really awkward thing to happen too, so that, I mean, I was checked out.
Before the growl.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, I hate that part.
I think my biggest problem with this movie too was that and it's not even big because Dan Stevens as a person isn't even in the film for a long time, literally the beginning and the end. But Emma Watson had more chemistry with a CGI beast than she did the actor himself.
That's so true,
like,
though.
The dance, like, it just felt like he felt very superficial. Yeah, I don't know if it was him. I love Dan Stevens. He's in Legion, that's currently on FX. It's like the X-Men show spin-off. It's really good. But yeah, so he's from that. That's what I know him from. So I know he can act like really well. It was just for some reason I wasn't really feeling this chemistry between them. In the end scene, they're supposed to be in love and they're like slow dancing. And then the unforgivable growl.
Oh god.
Yeah, she definitely, absolutely had more chemistry with the fake beast than she did the actor. Still love them both.
Still love them both. Another controversy I want to talk about. Some argue that Belle suffers from Stockholm Syndrome. I understand why people would argue that, but I also thought about Emma Watson, if you don't know, is like a huge, huge, strong feminist.
I respect her so much.
Yeah, oh, I respect her. She's like, that's another huge reason why I love her.
They pulled it off really nice. Like it didn't feel like Stockholm Syndrome. Like it felt part of Belle's character.
Belle seemed a lot stronger in this live action than in the animated. I don't know, I mean, and it's Emma Watson, like I keep saying, like she's a strong feminist. She wouldn't have gone on, she wouldn't have signed on to do the movie if she didn't approve of it. I
felt weird about it initially, but it was literally because it was going to be like a CGI beast falling in love with a human, vice versa. That was weirding me out, but that was the least of my concerns.
Right, yeah. They pulled it off though. It looked good.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Another thing too was the CGI between the characters and between the household characters, I should say, and the actual people. Like you can always tell when somebody's interacting with CGI, but there's a cat behind me.
Sorry.
You can tell when people are acting with CGI, and in this film, like, you can hardly notice it.
Yeah, no, it was really good. So overall, Beauty and the Beast was very good.
Good job, Disney. We enjoyed it. Thank you.
Nice, it's nice.
The laughter and the growls.
And the growls. And the growls. God. Grow up. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, please, please. That would be fantastic, and we would love you forever. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Ladies Like Leia, and also follow our personal accounts, which will be listed down below. And we will see you guys in our next video,
which we're not sure what that will be.
No,
stay tuned. Actually,
we have an idea.
We have a couple ideas. Yes, it's gonna be a funny one.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, so once again,
we're like, what were we gonna say?
This has been Ladies Like Leia. My name is Emma.
And I'm Jordan.
And au revoir, folks.